Hello everybody and welcome back to Trails in the Sky, the third. Last we left off, we were in the middle of doing a side story with the three idiots, basically, who are trying to become bracers themselves. Not sure whether they succeed or not. I think they did, from what I recall learning about it, but we'll see. And yeah, it seems to be that basically this stream plus the next potentially few streams are going to end up being us going through all the doors, so sit tight, my dudes, it's gonna be a long journey. Alright, back into the ancient dragon's dwelling. And hello there, pun. And goodbye to all your donuts, rip. I guess just getting it all the way right at the very beginning is certainly a strat. Okay, where did we come from? Where are we going? I think I came from the right? Let's see. Oh. Playing the first remake in Ruin now. Oddly well timed, hell yeah. Hello, Draco. See, everyone loves gambling now? Yeah, that's how it goes. Well, this is way more roomy than the other caves we've been in. You think this is the end of the line? Sure, it looks that way. I don't see anything here, though. Or anyone. Maybe we haven't finished exploring? Nah, you're done. Nice work, guys. Uh-oh. What? Where do you come from? You were telling us the whole time, weren't you? Bingo. I've seen everything that's happened on the way here. Figured you wouldn't find it easy, but wasn't expecting y'all to split apart way through. That was your fault for picking this place. You would have split up if you picked somewhere less complicated. Heh. That's why I picked this place, numbnuts. I want to see how you'd react when you found yourselves in a complex situation. And I got exactly what I wanted out of it. Huh. Yeah, I can buy that. Thanks a lot. You guys are already squared away in battle, I'll give you that. On that front, you're already ahead of your average junior bracer. I mean, true. They are doing quite a fair bit more than what Estelle and Joshua were doing way back when. But yes, hello, N-Bird, and welcome, Margoth. Finishing the 3 dweebs, indeed. Only reason channel point gambling is fun is that the points are completely arbitrary and meaningless. Exactly. So, you could spend them as much as you like. It doesn't mean anything. My idea of having, like, giveaways at the end of each month for the top 3 donut holders is still not possible. I still haven't reached that point in my career yet, but maybe someday. Until then, yeah, spend them as you like. Hello, Wasabi. Welcome. Really? You really think so? But that's only in terms of strength. Unfortunately, you need more than that to be a good bracer, junior or senior. What I saw today really helped me make up my mind on whether you're cut out for this line of work. Good for you. I still don't have enough to go on to make the final call, though. If you want to prove to me that you got what it takes, then you're gonna have to prove it to my heavy blade first. How did I know this is how it was gonna go? Duh, because it was obvious. You want to see what we've got? Then we'll be happy to show you. Come at me. Oh, it's just right here. Oh, shit. Oh! Okay. 11,000 HP. We don't have any arts. Okay. Does... Heals, Tears KO. Strength boost. The soul infusion. Okay, let's try and see if the shakedown works here. It would be nice if it did. I don't expect it to, however. What's up, Joel? Dragon sword has opinions. That's the only good kind of sword. It has to be sentient. Oh my god, it does. Never mind. Okay. Very good. Put the smackdown on him. Ouchies. Okay. We definitely want to heal you. Infuse the soul. Yeah, stop chilling. Oh shit. Oh! Okay. Oh, thank goodness you hit the guy that can actually walk all the way over there. Attack! He should be able to take one more hit. Should. Oh, wait. The debuff fell off, so... make sure to put the shakedown on him again. Very nice. And smackaroni. Never mind, we're dead. Oh no, he's targeting the red-haired one. Ooh. Ouchies. We got 2 more hits. We're not gonna down him now, so we definitely need to heal up here. Ooh, can't heal myself. We'll have the green hair heal us. Nice. Okay. Soul infusion. Oh, thank goodness we're just in range.
Eat this!
AT delay. Damn. We should still be fine though, so let's continue. After this, just one more hit, it seems. Oh, damn. Oh, man. Take him down, boys. Hopefully this debuff will last a little bit longer. Okay, you need to heal. You can't kill him this turn. And unfortunately, you can't heal yourself, so we're gonna have to use one of our items here. Let's use a Tiro Ball. Alright. Very good, very good. This should do it.
You'll pay for this.
You'll pay for this. Holy moly, 9,999 XP. Damn. We did it? No joke? We seriously beat him? No way. Well, well, I'm impressed. Yeah. Of course it was too good to be true. Figures. Don't go getting too down in the dumps. You managed to get one over me. You should still feel proud of yourselves. Anyway, now I'm confident I've got a good handle on what you're capable of. So, let me break down how you did. Now... you're gonna tell us our exam results then? Here it comes. Round 2? No. Not phase 2 of the boss fight. Max XP for fighting Agate in practice fight? Yeah. If we had gotten that 9,999 XP boost right from the beginning, that certainly would have helped out. Cool detail here, and the rest of the dwarf fight victories played the FCSC victory theme, while this one played the third theme. Neat. I don't know the significance of that, but cool. Also, welcome, Battle Clocker. First up, Dean. I'm first? As a plus, your judgment ain't anything to sniff at. On the other hand, you have a tendency to play it safe even when you don't have to. Oh yeah, he was the one that suggested, we'll do one fight and then go back and rest at the beginning. It's like, bruh. That is going to be incredibly inefficient. Your next rise. Lay it on me. Your forte is your intuition. In that department, there's solid potential. As far as negatives go, it's hard to overlook how careless you can be when a situation calls for critical thinking. Damn, I don't really have a brain. Finally, there's you, Rocco. The hothead of the group. I'll give you credit for your determination and unrelenting drive to get the job done. But I really can't praise your inability to make calm, rational decisions. Stick those two qualities together and you're a walking accident waiting to happen on your own. So, as I'm sure you can already tell, the three of you just aren't there yet. You're all missing something before I could call you ready. Watching you all work, I was on tenterhooks the whole time. What is tenterhooks? Like on the edge of a seat? I hate to admit it, but he's probably right. Guess we're done then. That's just if I rate the three of you as individuals. If I rate you as a team, then my verdict becomes a little different. Huh? Wait. What? Watching you take on that last monster on the way here was when I was finally able to stake my confidence in you. Individually, none of you meet the mark, but slap the three of you together, and you just about squeeze over the line. And that's why I'm gonna give you a passing grade. On one condition. We passed? What's the condition? You can be bracers, but you can only accept jobs as a group of three, not individually. Not until you become senior bracers anyway. We'll see where you stand then. I'll be passing the news on to Jean, so once that's done and over with, you can throw all the work you can handle your way. Together? I hate togetherness. Hello, Tinkerlin. Shaping up the delinquents? That indeed. Who needs a brain when you got guts? Incredible guts! You don't need intelligence stat at all, just max guts. Tenterhook is a hook used to stretch cloth on a frame. To be on tenterhooks is like being on the edge of your seat turned to 11. Ah, I see. I've never seen that term before now, but good to know. That's right. I want you to build up experience working together as a group. Work on each of your weaknesses. Then, by the time you hit senior level, you'll hopefully be ready to take on the kind of solo work that you can't do now. I mean, they can't even heal themselves, they have to heal each other, so makes sense. I see. I can't help but feel lame for only getting a conditional pass. Sure, but it beats flunking out completely. Exactly. Well, I'll be expecting a lot of improvement from you guys. By the way, plan on sticking to stun rods as your main weapons? I bought you all new ones from the weapon shop over in Boss in honor of you passing. Just a little something from me. You're gonna buy us something? That's awesome! I think I'm gonna be sick. We're crying out loud. Our up with you guys is even worse than I thought. Not some kind of evil monster that feeds off of pain and suffering, you know. Could have fooled me. He might be right, though. I mean, he's always nice to that little girl. He's gotta have a soft spot hidden in there somewhere. What was her name? Tita? You wanna run that by me again? Crap. Why'd you have to go and bring her up? Oops. So that's how you guys want to play this, huh? Should've known being nice wasn't gonna get me anywhere. Way to freaking go, Rise. No more messing around. Your ass is gonna be running your way back to the entrance. Anyone who falls behind any more than I'm willing to allow gets my blade chucked in the back of their head. Right. You're the one with the most stamina here, Rocco. You gotta lead the way so he doesn't catch up with us. Yeah, that was the plan all along. Exhausting right to the very end, huh? Less talking, more running. Yes, sir. Damn. Stream lagging, or is it just me? Looking on my end of things, I don't see anything. If stream is lagging for everybody here, then probably on YouTube's end. If not, then yeah. Super Gladiator headband. Extra crap points? We did it! Alright. Moon 5, we can't do just yet, right? I still don't know what the form of happiness that I have obtained is. Oh, I see. It's a continuation of Sundoor 3? I need to go back. Gotcha. Hello, Adrian. Let me drink some water while I'm at it, too. Okay. Wait. Nope, I didn't mean that. Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. I know, I know. No! Star Door 7 is in the Labyrinth of Light. All may set foot within this door to lay claim to its rewards. However, you must first overcome a trial. Should this fail to deter you, open the door and step inside. Okay, so basically just do a thing and we'll let you in. Which I can certainly do. I hope. Yeah, I really don't think anybody enjoys the fact that they've chosen to display the @ instead of the username. Makes absolutely no goddamn sense to me, and now when I refer to people, I can't even refer to them properly. Thanks, YouTube. Very nice job. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. I wish to step inside. And, actually, no. I do not wish to die immediately. Let me save so we don't lose the progress here. Also turn on the volume a tad bit. Like it is a little bit loud. Makes absolutely no sense, indeed. It works great for the people who have a similar username and @, but that's not always going to be the case. Actual name instead of screen name? Yeah. I mean, I can't even see your screen name because of YouTube. Why? Oh ho! It is I. I don't even know what I am. I'm a hot air balloon? Then I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. Oh, holy goddamn. What do I use? 18,000 HP? Guardian of a Star Door heals those who attack it, but when its HP starts to get low... Ooh, I see. Holy moly. That's a lot of mischief. Evil spirit that causes nothing but trouble and petrifies. Hard to hit and can split itself. Ooh boy. Ooh blah. Let's hard to hit, right? So I'm assuming I'd be better off using some form of arts here. For Tita, however, let's try out a smoke cannon. That is a very big-ass smoke cannon. Can I hit the guy on the... No. Okay, the most people I can hit are these guys.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Doom! Nice. Okay, that helps us out a little bit here. Yeah. That's not good. Oh boy. Heal me, please! Thank you. If I do fail this, I'm gonna have to put on some anti-petrify gear. I had no way of knowing this was gonna happen. Okay, as for you, girly pop, softening bomb? Yeah.
Come on, let's do it!
Okay. Can I survive getting petrified here so that I can actually cast something? What are you guys weak to? You resist all the elements except for time, space, and mirage. We do have Hellgate, I suppose, is our biggest AoE. Not really built for AoE. Yeah. I built you more for healing. What up, Lorenzo? Game's a bit louder. Okay, I can turn it down. Probably turn it on my end too, a little bit. Trails in the Sky is quite a loud game. Maybe that's a little too much. There we go. Hellgate. I could get 3 people with this, but I kinda don't want to hurt the Star Guardian. Ugh. Oh well. Hopefully it's not going to be enough damage to change his mode from healing to damage. Oh, nice. Good feint. Yeah. Yeah, this is... Yep.
This is bad.
Yeah, yeah, it is pretty bad. I do agree. We ain't making it out of this one alive, I don't think. And even if I heal her on the Petrify, she's just gonna get smacked again. Look at how many of them get to go. Can I just... I don't think it's gonna do enough damage to kill them, even if I use an S-Craft here. I can try to blind them. Blind all of them. And maybe that'll get us through. Please, Tita.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Okay. 2 of them still not... Still... Yeah, okay. And there goes Tita. And there goes Josette.
That's it for me.
God, those dudes are blinded as well. And there we go. Yeah.
How could I fail?
How could you fail? It's almost like we were meant to fail. Good thing I saved. Alright. Anti-petrify, please. Your party got totally stoned. Death blow, question mark? No, it's just petrify. And when you're petrified, you just get insta-killed. So... Prevent seal doesn't really do too much for you, does it? Range of 2 is nice. But I think I'll keep the Tiger Heart and instead we'll apply... Prevents Seal Mute. Prevents Petrified Death Blows. Sure. You got Self-Paled, basically. This prevents Sleep, Blind, and Freeze. Unfortunate that that's nothing. All three of those don't even apply here. Okay, where's Petrify? Oh, Freeze, Petrify. Sure. Okay. Poison, Freeze, Petrify is Mirage Ring. Do I have anything better than just a regular Mirage Ring? Poison, Freeze, Petrify, Petrify. No, does not look like it. Okay. Oh, we got one Mirage Ring here, though. I may have to back away and buy something else. Or I suppose I can just use the Sapphire Necklace, because it just straight up prevents all ailments. Yeah, that works. Okay. This might be the way to go, I hope. We also should probably heal. Might be a good idea. Everybody at full HP? No, not really. Do this. Might as well tear. Yep, we're good. Alright, let's do this. Yes, yes, yes. I must first overcome getting frozen. I think the text in the top right was a little bit bugged out, but it's fine. This game was not meant to be played on a 4K screen. Tita doesn't even get to go first this time. I guess it was because she had the other equipment on. That improved her agility. Alrighty. Honestly, this might be a good thing, because now they're closer together for a smoke cannon. Potentially hits everybody here.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Good rolls, please. Nice. Oh, damn, Joel. I mean, you're not wrong. Not wrong. Okay, they're hard to hit. We don't have a Clock Up EX. The best I've got is a Hellgate. I'll see if all this doesn't work out. I might need to readjust some of my abilities too. They're going to be able to move before you get to cast this, so... I guess it doesn't really matter who I apply it to. I don't know where they're gonna end up anyways. Ouchies, what the hell? I thought you were supposed to heal me. What? Oi! When its HP starts to get low, what do you mean? You're still at basically full HP. Arg. Okay. Yeah, we went all into defense, didn't we? It's not good for this fight. Do we have anything to buff people with now? No, you don't even have that. I mean, Atlas Hammer sounds cool, just not in this fight. What like crafts? Defense minus 30 to an enemy. I mean, that's pretty good. I can steal from the foes using my mechanical arm. Or a mechanical arm. That effects would apply. If I can defense down this one that I'm about to hit, it could maybe help out a little bit. Or I can miss. That works too. Alright. We're already hitting these two, so let's focus fire here. Nice. Good. Yes. Awesome. Ouchies. There's something wrong with you, sir. Ooh, that is a crit turn. I can steal it with Julia's S-Craft. That might be the play here. Oh, that's right. I can just mount my orbital gear. Forgot about that. Wait. Removes accessory effects, but nulls many ailments. Do the many ailments include petrify? Guess it's time to find out.
Come on, everyone!
Okay. Barrage of bullets. I can still blind people. Charge. Potentially cause them to faint. Only on one foe though. Smoke is a small AoE. Bullet barrage is a little bit bigger. And attacking is single targets. Can't cast any arts in this form. Oh, hey! Now it lands on Josette's turn. That's pretty cool. Because it like immediately comes out and it moves up another turn, so I could potentially use that to land on a better turn. Let's try a bullet barrage. Since the dude is already attacking us, might as well. So good damage. Very nice. Okay. Yes. I'll be honest, even though it's not an enemy turn, I still might use Julia instead here. Right?
For the sake of my master, get ready!
The Illuminati! Awesome damage. One down already. Very nice. Okay. You know what? Can you just attack? No, you can't. Please don't do that. That's awfully rude of you. What the shit? You have the thing that prevents all ailments! Are you shitting me? Oh my goodness. And they have a crit turn incoming. I'm kind of the only one who can do anything about that. So I think I should just climb out. Oh man. I do need to climb out in order to use my S-Craft. Fuck. Oh, some things that prevent ailments mean they prevent stat down. Ah, man. I guess by ailments, they mean like the stats, and I guess status effects would be a different thing. Status ailments or stat ailments? Oh my goodness, that's a different wording. I might need to check it though. It's a little bit unfortunate, but...
Scary.
Okay, it's fine. Tito will destroy them all. Does this hit everybody? Looks like it does.
Prepare to hit your doom! Come on, everyone!
Big damage.
Scary.
Trails uses both of those kind of items, unfortunately. I see. It's fine. I should be able to get through this now, thanks to Tito. Ow! Alright, knock her out of her stupor. Please. Have any... Smelling salts? Clears confuse? Yep, okay. Welcome to the lab, King Dragon. If that even is your username. That just shows your ad now too. I can't even thank people properly. Any revive stuff? I do have it. So I'm not too awfully concerned. Although I probably should be right about now. Not gonna lie. Let's use our... Wait. How much HP do these guys have? They're very close to dying. However, if they do survive the turn, we're kind of done for, so I'm just going to use the Vital Cannon here. Right? Now you are very close to getting an S grabbed here. Let's attempt to... Actually, Julia's probably going to get more done than you are. So let's revive here. Reviving Bomb. Using a Celestial Bomb here. Kinda don't want to, but he's not gonna survive the turn unless if I do. Yeah, sure. No.
Come on, let's do it!
It's just one dude. He's not gonna attack him. Okay, good. Ooh, boy. Alright. Three get to go, so... And this time, I'm going to heal you up with a Tier Alba. And save my actual full HP revive stuff for the more important things. Unless you die right here and right now, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. You've got to be shitting me, bro. Okay, never mind, I shouldn't have revived you. Even if I cure you now, they're probably just gonna hit you again, then you're gonna get petrified again, and then just die. I'd rather have Tita alive here. How under-leveled your party is? This is all the characters that I haven't been using. Like, they were the lowest level characters I have, basically. So yeah, it makes sense that I'm struggling a little bit here. Do we have any food that cures confuse and heals? I do. Just a little bit of too much HP though. Oh well. Just cures abnormal status. Does abnormal status apply to status effects? Or status debuffs? Who knows?
Come on, let's do it!
There we go. With Tita up and running, we should be able to finish this fight here. Okay, negates one attack. Oh damn, Julia has the attack order. Should have used that in the very beginning. That's fine. You don't have really good casting time. As long as you can hit one of these guys. Can you get the Star Guardian? Yes, thank you. Right. Be gone! Okay. Good. Anchor flail. If he faints, then we can just beat him down. Never mind. Keep on smacking him. Use a softening bomb here. I got plenty, so I don't mind using this. And it's only one dude left who is blinded, so hopefully he doesn't land this hit. And I can Shadow Spear you. Nice. Get out of here.
Nighty night, kitty cat.
Okay, that was a bit. But we got through it. Take a little bit of doing. You have overcome the trial, thus I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. Lore. Orbments are devices that use the orbal energy contained within Septium to cause a variety of useful effects. It has only been a little over half a century since they were first invented. But even in such a short time, they have already revolutionized the world as we know it. From daily necessities such as lighting and heating, to tanks and other similar weapons used to defend our nations, orbments are used in just about every facet of our lives. In fact, it's now hard to imagine life without them. So much of what we take for granted in life now involves them in some way. And it is to proliferate and advance the development of these orbments that we exist. Damn, that's a pretty definitive answer to why you exist. I don't think tying yourself down to that is a good idea, but... We, the Epstein Foundation. Oh. Our foundation was first established in year 1155 of the Septian calendar, the year after Professor Epstein's passing, and was created by his brilliant-minded disciples in order to honor his wishes. The foundation is based in his home state of Lehman, where it remains in operation to this day. I mean, I guess it's kind of a common name. Is it? I don't know. But this was made before that, so. It was rather limited in size in the beginning, and its attempts to spread orbital technology was initially met with little success. Sensing that the professor's dream would never be realized at the rate they were going, 3 key researchers left Lehman to try and spread the seeds of orbital technology across the continent themselves. One of these was Professor G. Schmidt. The professor, who had gained a fine reputation of his own for his skill in the field of mechanical engineering, went around and visited corporations in various nations to persuade them of the benefits of orbments. The second was Professor Al Hamilton. Mindful of the technological gap between regions, she long believed it was rural and remote areas that needed orbment technology more than any other. As such, she enlisted the help of the Bracer Guild, which already had a close relationship with the Foundation, and formed a mission with the intent of promoting and spreading the technology where applicable. The professor herself also toured the regions with the aim of spreading public awareness and laying foundations for others to build on in the future. The third was Professor A. Russell, now known far and wide as the father of the Orbital Revolution. Professor Russell returned to his home nation of Liberal and continued to work tirelessly to advance orbment technology there. And within a year of returning, he had set up the Zeiss Engineering Factory, now known as Zeiss Central Factory, and created the first orbment to be made outside Lehman State. 3 years later, the reigning king of Liberal at the time, Edgar III, visited the factory to inspect it, and he decided to donate a large amount of money to further its research. With His Majesty's endorsement, orbments began to spread like wildfire throughout the kingdom, bringing such prosperity that the people of other nations were filled with envy. Up until then, most people didn't see orbments in a particularly positive light, but their success in Liberal changed those impressions virtually overnight. One nation after another began to reach out to our foundation to share orbit technology, and both our foundation's financial and social standing became that much more secure. In the eyes of the world, the Orbital Revolution was a sudden, far-reaching transformation. I mean, throughout human history, it's pretty astonishing how quickly technology advances. Like one day you got the new thing on the block and it's like, holy hell, this changes everything. And then give it like 10 years and then the next really big thing happens and it changes everything and the old thing becomes obsolete, so we move on from it. Like, does anybody still have their pagers? Yeah. That one moved on pretty quickly. But it was only because of years of reaching out to people and diligent, largely unnoticed research that it was able to happen at all. Alright. Oh. The Foundation's activities center around the following 3 guiding principles. Carrying out fundamental research on orbments. Spreading orbital technology and informing the public of its benefits. Contributing to world peace through technology. Ooh. About that. So you see, the power of orbments that we use to create weapons will definitely bring about world peace. iPods? I remember my iPod. I love that thing. I've never had an iPhone before, but yeah, my iPod was great. Unfortunately, it died in a washing machine. RIP. I still have my pager in Yakuza 0. I guess whenever I get around to the Yakuza series, I'll understand what it's like to have a pager. Now then, let's discuss each of these 3 guiding principles in more depth. 1. Carrying out fundamental research on orbments. The Foundation's most important mission is, naturally, the improvement and development of orbital technology. The fundamental principles behind how orbments work need no improvement as such, but their architectures, their internal structures, have been improved upon countless times in the past and will surely continue to be perfected by the curious mind as the years go on. Orbment's architecture concerns the mechanical parts inside them, such as the cogs and screws. There is still plenty of room for change as this new technology develops. These improvements can reap great rewards, but the research necessary to make them is known to be as lengthy as it is expensive. As a result, companies who prioritize profit over all else are less inclined to pursue them. That makes our Foundation's research all the more important from a social perspective. Is there a company out there that doesn't put profit first? I think that's inherent to being a company, but I suppose privately owned ones may be a little bit different. Or can be different. Spreading orbital technology and informing the public of its benefits. 2 other important goals of the Foundation are to spread orbital technology as widely as possible, and to educate the public on the correct way to use it. While orbments have become part of the daily lives of most who live in advanced nations and populated urban areas, the reality in remote and mountainous regions is very different. To counter this, we have long worked to send missions of engineers and bracers to these regions to try and better the standard of living for these people, and will continue to do so. We also continue to work on other ways to spread awareness of orbital technology, such as working closely with the Cerby Church to have it added to the curriculum of Sunday school classes. Damn. I'm still so sad that we missed out on the Sunday school side quest in the second chapter. It was super easy to miss. Contributing to world peace through technology. It is to pursue this noble yet extremely difficult goal that the Foundation has had a close relationship with the Bracer Guild ever since its initial founding. I support the pursuit of such a goal, and yes, it is technically extremely difficult. You could potentially argue that due to human nature, it is impossible. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't pursue it as an ideal. The Guild was established as an international peacekeeping organization and can mediate on conflicts between nations from a neutral point of view, making it essential to the stability of our world as it stands. The Epstein Foundation continues to back them up fully in their cause, both with financial aid and using the fact that Lehman State is the only place where tactical ordnance are produced to provide them with equipment. Just as well, this relationship also provides ideal feedback towards tweaking the quality of tactical ordnance as they are used in combat too. Every machine and every invention goes through a long, grueling process behind the scenes before eventually reaching its finished, refined form, and tactical ordnance are no exception. Liberal after all? Bunch of sunshine idealists? At least the Queen is. I kind of prefer that, actually. I suppose everything will always have its pros and cons, but having a leader that is hopeful and idealistic in a positive manner is much better than particular alternatives. Then, in Septian 1190, our foundation unveiled the Orbital Network project, which will be implemented in partnership with ZCF. Said project aims to join all of Zemuria together with a single united communications network, but our hope is that it will do much more than that. Oh god. Now I'm getting Battletech flashbacks. No, it's all the phone company's fault. Always has been. Oh. Our hope is that it will help to realize a peaceful world through communication. Oh boy. Sadly, Ormond's relationship with peace as a concept has become somewhat complicated. Are they aiding in its realization, or are they doing the exact opposite? That's the thing, right? Like, with any tool, it can be used for both good and bad. I wouldn't say it's the tool's fault. It is most certainly the person wielding the tool that we should hold accountable. Professor Epstein expressed his hopes that their ability to realize the limitless looping of energy would be able to bring lasting peace to the world. Instead, recent years have thoroughly betrayed those hopes. The post-revolution world has been a chaotic one, indeed. The conflict between Liberal and Erebonia, for one, made significant use of orbital weaponry, airships included. It seems beyond a doubt that orbital weaponry will continue to become more and more advanced, making war an even more tragic event than ever. Yeah. I mean, the discovery of the nuclear bomb is one such example. I'm almost certain that orbital technology can reach, well, we've already seen orbital technology reach that point. We literally had to completely destroy a floating city because it just had reality-shaping powers, so... Some tools are too powerful to let just anyone swing around, yeah. Orbital tech makes great advancements in each new game. Nothing close to what Ouroboros has, though. Damn. Dot hack games? Oh. I know of the series. I haven't seen the anime or played the games, but I'd be down to get into them someday. They seem really cool. True, and any discovery that can be made will be made at some point. Sometimes all I can hope is the right person discovers it first. Exactly. It's always the argument of like, shoot, well, eventually it's gonna get discovered, so should I publish my findings now and let people figure out how to deal with it? Or try to keep it secret? I don't think trying to keep it secret ever really works out. It's just human curiosity will eventually lead them to that point, so it's best to educate people on what it is so that we can all come to the same conclusion and agreement that we won't use it for the worst possible case scenario. In the face of all this, how should we go about trying to create a peaceful world? We believe the best way to do this is to rely on the power of communication, and a means to do so with people of different nationalities and races. If these people can more easily interact and more easily deepen their understanding of one another, perhaps that will allow us to create the world we all so dearly desire. That is very idealistic. We are incredibly optimistic. Communication is certainly the beginning of such a means. However, communication, not everybody is skilled in communication. Nor are they gonna go into it with a neutral standing. Nor will they agree to find a common ground. We will always find some sort of way to discriminate against other people. As long as they're a little bit different from you and me, then they're different. And I think it's kind of an unfortunate truth that more likely than not, the only way to truly achieve world peace is if there's just a massive threat that threatens the entirety of the human race. Like, genuinely. That's probably the only thing. And after that, we're just gonna go back to fighting against each other again. Ugh. Don't make the time machine, Okabe. No, Cerby, no. First 4 games are rough, didn't age too well. GU on the other end is very nice, good to know. Internet has truly fostered peace. We're making real strides over on Reddit, Twitter, and 4chan. Yeah, those places are full of peace. Keep the peace, pay the phone company. Indeed, Enbert, indeed. Have you paid your phone bills yet? Don't forget. You know, Will Smith on an Independence Day? Basically. In the end, one thing is for certain. Our challenge is to try and realize Professor Epstein's ideals are only just beginning. Will they ever reach a conclusion that is satisfying for anybody? Ingenuity too. Whatever that is. Okay. Ah, I see. I mean, it's pretty good Sepith value. This does literally nothing for you. Mirage. Was Mirage a part of anything that I was trying to go for? If I swap this over to... yeah, Ingenuity 2. That might be good. Because hit 3 doesn't really matter too much if all he's doing is casting arts. I don't think they really apply to that. Arts just hit. Yeah, I can go back and upgrade that. I like Ultron's proposal for world peace. You know, maybe Ultron was right. He does have some pretty good talking points. But at the end of the day, he's still kind of just a kid with daddy issues. Like, it's kind of undeniable that's what he is. I propose all conflicts we solve through a children's card game. Add motorcycles to it, and I'm down. Okay, what does this give us? La Forte. Clock up EX. Yeah, that's pretty good. Clock down as well, hell yeah. Okay, we can work with this. White Gahina. This is better. Good. Okay. On to the next door. And the next one. And the next one. This might as well be... I keep forgetting how to pronounce the name of the city. Sigil? Sigil? The city from D&D. The city adores. Bring to me the playful minstrel and his closest ally against the beast they seek to overcome. Only then shall the door open. The playful minstrel and his closest ally, so we're gonna have to swap in Vander. I'm assuming. Right. Get out of here.
Do it!
We do need to level up Vander anyway, so... Yeah, pretty much, Tinkerline. Ooh, interesting. Dex minus 15. Two-handed sword with a transparent edge to confuse foes. I should probably try to improve your dex, then. Lido armor plus 2. Yeah. You're kind of already built for physical damage, so we're just gonna lay into that. An eye. No. We do need to improve your dex. Do we have anything that can do that for me here? Agility. Having extra agility would be nice. Oh, emergency puppet is when you die, yeah. Grab points up. Do you have any good grabs on you? I guess we'll find out. Then I can shape your ordnance for dex. Yeah. Hit 3, dex 15. Yeah, that negates the weapon at least. Enemy locations on map. Who in my party had... Yeah, Julie had the Evans Eye. Eagle Eye and Information. Falcon Eye displays it on map. It's just more of a quality of life thing, really. I don't think I need that. Extra movement could be nice. Yeah, sure. I don't think you're gonna be using much of your arts anyways. Let's remove you. Put attack 4 here. Put action 2 here. Oh, action 3, even better. Luck. Increases enemies' item drop rate by 30%. You know what? Keep that. And seal. extra agility could be nice. Yeah, let's go with extra agility. And here is HP. Freeze 2 could be kind of funny, actually. The extra HP, though, it increases their survivability. 16,000 HP isn't anything to laugh at, though. Yeah. Let's try the freeze 2. Later, Lorenzo. No fight waiting for you? Good to know. I'll be prepared for any fight that may be ahead in the future for us then. Because I do need to level up Vander anyways. Okay. Star Door number 8. The playful minstrel, his closest ally. Imagine if it's not Vander. If I were Vander, I'd be a little bit offended. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Go forth into the backstory. His door is very good. Epic. 1 month after the collapse of the Liber Arc. The banquet to celebrate the crisis' successful resolution was over, with Estelle and her friends having largely left the capital to go elsewhere. One of them, however, Prince Olivert Race Harder, sat rather comfortably in the ambassador's office in Gransel's Erebonian embassy, his work in the country not quite settled. I completely butchered his middle name, but it's fine, he's Olivier. We all know him as that anyways. I can't believe that you... I mean, my deepest apologies for not noticing that you were His Highness Prince Olivert sooner. Been waiting for this for months? No fight, only peak? Oh boy, you guys are really gassing this one up. Oh, I'm not surprised you never realized. I may be a prince, but my mother was a commoner. What point is there in bothering to remember my face? It's not as though I often showed myself in the palace or attended high society gatherings. Knowing me certainly isn't going to help you in moving up the ranks, my friend. Ha ha ha. There's no need to be so humble, Your Highness. Besides, I'm actually rather grateful to you, Ambassador. You gave me all kinds of useful advice during my stay here at the embassy that I'm sure will be to my benefit in the future. Also, thank you for the Hydro Wasabi. Make sure to drink water too, my dudes. It's been an hour and 10 minutes since we started. Well-meant words such as, act like a man of the Empire for once in your life and stop idling here, go home and try doing some damned work. Your Highness, I was only... Your Highness, I think you've tormented him enough for one day. The ambassador behaved in the same way any other sane man would in his position. If anything, I'd say he has every right to be angry at us for keeping the truth from him for so long. But, Mueller... I suppose you're right. I'll spare him any more teasing for now. I actually wasn't joking about being grateful to you, though. You truly have done admirable work over the past month. I have? Acting as a pipeline with the Empire, checking the safety of Erebonians residing in Liberal, helping the international liner service to resume. And those are only the tip of the iceberg. You've done so much more. You have my deepest thanks as a prince of the Empire. I am not worthy of such praise, Your Highness. You, however, deserve the utmost for braving the danger you did flying up to the Liberarch. All of what happened seems to have caused quite the commotion in our homeland. So the people seem to be rather relieved now that they know the danger has passed. It's all thanks to your courage that they are able to rest easy. Oh, there's no point in flattering me, Ambassador. I just did what I could. Nothing more, nothing less. And I couldn't have done anything alone. All I was able to accomplish was thanks to the help of those around me. I'm fairly removed from the stereotype of Erebonians as stern, strong, and self-sufficient, if I do say so myself. As rude as it may be to agree, perhaps you're correct. And yet, I believe your willingness to be flexible most definitely helped rather than hindered you here. I believe people like you are exactly what the Empire is going to need in the future. Regardless of how I may feel about His Excellency the Chancellor's approach. Ambassador. Well, this is a surprise. I was under the impression that you supported the Chancellor. Then again, you are a noble. Does that lead you to oppose his reformist policies, perhaps? I may be a noble on paper, but I'm only a baron. All in all, I generally fall in favor of his reformist policies. Be that as it may, while this may just be the result of being liberal for so long and being influenced by the ways of its people, I do sometimes find myself becoming frightened by his hardline approach. I can't help but wonder exactly what direction he's trying to take our old nation. Interesting. Your Highness? Oh, I was just thinking that I'm quite glad to have taken the chance to engage in such fruitful talk with you, just before departing the country. I pray you will continue doing all you can to ensure the peace of Liberal and its surrounding nations while I'm gone. Preferably in cooperation with Ambassador Cochrane. Yes, let's not forget her, I suppose. Still, it's true that since the Non-Aggression Pact was signed, there's been some progress with regards to the cross-spell problem. And given that it was Libro who proposed said pact, that makes my role in future negotiations very important indeed. I presume that is what you are trying to say? You're a sharp one, my good man. Excellent. Now I can return to the capital with my mind at ease. Leave everything here to me, Your Highness. I will be looking forward to hearing what you achieve back in our homeland. This truly is a country like no other. I never thought the day would come when I would hear things like that from a noble of the Empire. Indeed, he's apparently somewhat less of an obstinate man than I thought he was. Perhaps this nation's very air has the power to genuinely change people. It seems to have had an effect on you too. I feel like I'm seeing a lot more smiles from you these days than I used to. I'm loath to admit it, but that may well be true. I still find myself wishing that you would learn from Liberolian's dignity and sense of restraint, however. Two qualities you don't particularly possess in any measure. In fact, you have far too much of their opposites. You say that, but these qualities are the only weapon that I have. I don't have much that will allow me to compete against the Chancellor. I need to use what little happens to be tucked in my corner as best I can. Have there been any changes to our plans? None. We should be able to proceed as arranged. 3 days ago, the Chancellor left the capital on a tour of Eastern Erebonia. Tomorrow, You will be returning there aboard the Arcel while he's still out in the east. All those who need to be made aware of our return have been given proper notice. Your arrival in Erebony will make a real impact. Of that, I'm certain. What potential obstructions to the plan are there at present? Nothing major. There have been some movements in the Intelligence Division's 4th subdivision, but not much. There's a chance that everyone is being cautious because the Arcel is involved. But I'd put greater odds on the idea that everyone is just treating this as a pompous performance by you, and not taking it seriously. Well, they'd be right to. It is. I've no choice but to start here, even if this means I have to use Liberal. And if I'm going to put on a show, why not put on the finest one the skies have ever seen? I suppose I can't argue that. I'm sorry to trouble you at this late hour, Your Highness. A message has arrived for you from Heimdall, however you say that. What would you have me do? Really? All right, come in. Pardon me. Well, if it isn't the Lecter. I was wondering where you'd been. I haven't seen you all day. I've been exceptionally busy with work since this morning, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to be able to come and see you earlier since you will be leaving tomorrow. I'm terribly sorry for not being able to. Oh, never mind that. If that work of yours is done now, we three could always enjoy some sensual quality time together for the remainder of the night. So what was the message from the Capital Secretary? Pronounce it correctly? Hell yeah. First time. Yeah, Olivier being Olivier is savvy, don't mind him. They don't even care anymore. They've acknowledged the receipt of His Highness's message. However, they didn't anticipate that you may be able to arrive all the way from Gransel in less than half a day. As such, they're currently in a minor panic trying to ensure everything's ready for the ceremony tomorrow. That doesn't come as a surprise. There's nothing like the Arcel when it comes to speed at home. How cruel you both are for so deftly ignoring my proposal. Although, it sounds as though the stage will be set in time. Now I need to decide on an outfit that will leave everyone's jaws on the floor to sweeten my arrival. Perhaps a glistening coat and white loincloth will do the trick. That'd make a great impact, alright. I almost wish I could go along and see it myself. Please don't encourage him. You show remarkable promise for someone so young. What do you say to coming back on the Arcel with me? I'd welcome your company. Your work here in Libro is just about done as it is, isn't it? Your offer is certainly tempting, but I'm afraid I have another job to take care of soon. The thought is appreciated, of course. Really? Well, that is a shame. Good luck with that next job of yours. Thank you. Well, if you'll excuse me. And there goes Lecter. Never seen the young man before in my life? Truly. Olivia has some similarities with Cerby's AI buddy. Oh man. Yep. I can kind of see that. Although I haven't spent as much time with Buddy as you guys probably have. So, that is Second Secretary Lecter Arundel. Is it safe to assume he's one of the Chancellors? Almost definitely, yes. He came through Hacken Gate on foot and took up his new position at the embassy a month ago. And right around the same time we headed to the Liber Arc aboard the Arcel at that. There's no way that could possibly be coincidence. No, it couldn't. The most likely possibility seems to be that he's part of the Intelligence Division. Are you sure not doing anything regarding him all this time was a good idea? Oh, absolutely. We needed some way to find out what the Chancellor was up to after all. Well, probably get some kind of reaction from the Chancellor through his reports at some point. Probably in about 2 weeks when the Chancellor's tour is finished. You'd planned that far ahead all along, hadn't you? Well, in that case, I'll be sure that we're ready. I'll be counting on you, love. Oh. Something the matter? Not really. It's just that the moon has come out. And what a beautiful full moon it is. It makes me want to break into song. It's strange to think that this will be the last time we'll see the moon from here. Truth be told, I'm going to miss it. Well, well. It looks like putting a smile on your face a little more often isn't the only thing Liberal's done for you. It's opened up your eyes to life's natural beauty as well. But in all seriousness, we'll just have to do all we can to be able to come back and see it again one day. While we're both still alive. Indeed. Suki ga kirei desu ne. The next morning. Your Majesty, Your Highness, I humbly thank you both for your generous hospitality during my stay in your fine kingdom. You were even gracious enough to humor my brazen request of escorting me back to Heimdall aboard the Arcel. This debt I owe you will be repaid many times over in the future. Rest assured of that. Oh, you needn't think of this as anything we went out of our way for. Escorting an honored state guest back home is a matter of course. Particularly a guest to whom we owe a great debt of gratitude. If you ever have the opportunity, please do come back to Liberal again in the future. I imagine Estelle and Joshua will be back by then too. So we'll all be able to give you a nice warm welcome. I'm already excited for my next visit. Have they left the country yet, by the way? They're busy getting ready to leave over in Roland at the moment, I believe. I'm planning to see them off when the time comes. I see. Incidentally, while the ruins of Hamel are currently sealed off, I'll do what I can on my end to ensure they are allowed inside. Could I trouble you to pass that along to them? Certainly. Thank you very much, Your Highness. Oh, think nothing of it. It's the least I could do after all they've done for me. I owe you a great deal too, Cassius. If not for your assistance, stopping that armor division from crossing into Liberal wouldn't have been as simple as it was. I could say the same to you. Still, as I'm sure you're aware, that outcome will have been well within the realm of possibility for the Chancellor. I doubt he was even surprised by the incident. Really? Most likely not. Erebonia had nothing at all to gain from using that situation to occupy Liberal. Certainly not to the extent that it would be worth going out of their way to develop inefficient steam tanks. The only reason I can see for him doing what he did was as a show of power to surrounding nations. A statement that even without orbital power, Erebonia's army could still act. I indeed suspect that it was his true aim all along. Goodness. So you did notice. The orbital shutdown phenomenon was a complete unknown to the rest of the continent. Perhaps it might never occur again, but there's always a chance it might, whether it's here or somewhere else entirely. I hear the Empire only built a relatively small number of those tanks in all too. Certainly not enough to launch a full-scale invasion. By the sounds of it, they were just put together in Reinford's factory using parts intended for standard orbital tanks. But as it stands, they know how to put together tanks like that only exist in the Empire. And in these unpredictable times, no other nation has the time or resources to try and develop extremely inefficient steam-powered weaponry. In a sense, because of what just happened, the Imperial Army's effect as a deterrent is even greater than ever. He's using war as a diplomatic tool, and very effectively at that.
None of this had even occurred to me. I've had a long way to go before I'm fit to be the ruler of this country.
Don't beat yourself up too much about it. He's no ordinary foe to even the most hardened veterans. The Chancellor always seems to be thinking several steps ahead of the rest of the world. It's impressive, no matter what we may think of his actual ideas. I'm quite the reckless fool to be trying to challenge him if I do say so myself.
Don't be silly, Your Highness.
How can you say that with a smile on your face is utterly beyond me.
You should focus on building yourself a strong foothold to begin with. I do hope you'll be careful. No matter what may occur, be sure not to lose sight of exactly where you stand.
Of course, Your Majesty. If I were to go and bring shame upon myself now, I'd be wasting all the effort involved in escorting me back home. I'll be sure to take what you have said to heart.
Excuse me, Your Majesty. Oh. Hilda? Whatever is the matter? It's not often I see you so flustered. My apologies, Your Majesty. It's just that I guessed where you arrived all of a sudden at the castle. Ordinarily, I would not have rushed in while you were meeting with others, but the visitor is so irregular that I thought you should know at once. Regular? How so?
It sounds like it's about time I take my leave then.
Actually, the visitor said he would like to greet you as well, not just Her Majesty.
What?
Hilda.
Just who is this visitor?
Well, he introduced himself as Chancellor Gileath Osborne of the Erebonian Empire.
Oh shit! The Osborne Corps are also here.
Green Goblin.
These JRPGs were always something so comfortable to play. That I can agree with. Immaculate vibes throughout the series. Chancellor Osborne. Oh boy. I believe this is the first time we've seen him. Okay, what is your voice? It's an honor to be granted a personal audience. I am Gileath Osborne, representative of the Imperial Government. My apologies for the abrupt intrusion.
So you are Chancellor Osborne.
And it's a pleasure to see you again as well, Your Highness. It's been a year since we last met, has it not? I hope these passing months have seen you well.
Yes, a year sounds about right. Still, while I hope you'll forgive me for asking, just what did prompt someone of your stature to appear at the castle without warning? I'd very much like to hear your side of the story.
My apologies, Your Highness. You see, these past few days have been touring Eastern Erebonia on routine inspections. It's been going very smoothly, more so than I had initially anticipated. I had enough free time in my schedule to pay a cordial visit.
Oh my, is that so?
Naturally, I would have preferred to come here while the crisis was still unfolding like you yourself did, Your Highness. Unfortunately, the confusion in southern Erebonia was simply too pressing a matter, and I had no choice but to deal with that first. This was the first chance that presented itself to come here and meet directly with Her Majesty, so I acted with the utmost expediency. I hope you'll forgive my lack of proper decorum in failing to give advance notice of my arrival.
That does make sense, at least.
Regardless, please don't concern yourself with me. No doubt you wish to offer your greetings to Her Majesty. My thanks, Your Highness. Well then, allow me to extend my most heartfelt greetings to both you, Queen Alicia, and Princess Claudia. It's abundantly clear that the crisis that unfolded here has been quite the ordeal for yourselves and for your nation's people. You have my deepest sympathies with the hardships you have endured, as well as my commendation for bringing the situation under control.
I thank you for your kind words, Your Excellency. If anything, we should be apologizing to you for the fact that the southern side of your nation was caught up in what should have been our problem. We should be the ones going to you rather than having you trouble yourself to come all the way to Liberal. I beg you to accept our apologies together with my deepest thanks for coming here today.
I would never ask for apologies. I've heard what happened was the work of a shadowy organization stirring up trouble within your borders. While I meant well by sending a military force to aid you, I wouldn't have done something so careless had I known the truth of the matter. My actions were rash, foolish even, and I was rightfully reprimanded by His Imperial Majesty for them.
Oh my.
Fortunately, His Highness the Prince was able to act with all due haste to put right my misstep before even greater harm was done. I owe you a great debt of gratitude for that, Your Highness. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Highness. I'm not trying to say anything with any sort of subtext here. I'm simply just being grateful. Well, anyways, and congratulations, besides, for your part in bringing an end to the crisis. Oh, I did nothing out of the ordinary. Alright, good night, Enbert. Thanks for sticking around, man. Hope you have a good night's rest. Giggly Osborne? Yeah. I would 100% fail if I was, like, put into the role of Osborne here. To, you know, be that little shithead, but also act high and noble and be like, yeah, this is just for the good of the country. I did the oopsie. My bad, bro. I could not hold a straight face. I had a lot of help from Her Majesty, Her Highness, and Brigadier General Bright here, too. Bright, you say? It's a pleasure to meet you, Your Excellency. I am Cassius Bright, a Brigadier General in the Liberalian Royal Army. Haha, the pleasure is all mine, I assure you. Your name is rather well known, even in the Empire. Not as much as yours is known here in Liberal, I would imagine. It's an honor to be able to speak with you in person. It's certainly a surprise to be able to, though. Coming here on a whim can't have been easy for a man as busy as yourself. It sounds as though I may have underestimated just how capable you truly are. Not at all. I was greatly impressed to see the Royal Army's effectiveness in dealing with the tumult here. Your forces have proven powerful yet flexible, capable of dealing with emergencies ably and decisively. I might go so far as to say it embodies an ideal that the Imperial Army, with its swollen ranks, could never hope to realize. You flatter us, Your Excellency. For your part, I hear you were responsible for the establishment of the Imperial Army's famed intelligence division. Our army is in desperate need of a new one of its own, so I find myself quite envious. It almost sounds as though the two of us each want what the other has. So it does. May I ask, Your Excellency, what will you be doing now? For my part, I'm intending to leave Liberal today, so I'm afraid I won't be around much longer. Yes, so I've been told. I believe you're intending to make your grand arrival in Heimdall aboard the famous Arcel. I'm impressed you're already aware. I almost wish I could return to Erebony on board it alongside you. But alas, I'm afraid I have other business demanding my attention after I'm finished here. I'll be leaving Liberal separately this afternoon.
That is a shame. I would very much have liked to invite you to this evening's banquet.
Please, you need not go to such troubles on my account. I feel as though I put you out enough showing up unannounced as I did.
say nothing of dining with such esteemed company. Still, I do have some time before the airship I'll be leaving on is due to depart. That being the case, might I ask for a little of your time, Your Highness? I have a few things I'd like to discuss with you, personally. Very well. I have some matters I would actually like to discuss personally with you as well. What a fortuitous coincidence. Allow me to have a room arranged for the two of you to have your discussion then. Hilda, if you would. Certainly, Your Majesty. Oh boy. I'm honestly loving every second of this. This is what I love from media. Political intrigue. Silvery tongues. Ah. It's obvious that Her Majesty is quite the tea fancier. This blend is anything to go by. The fragrance, the temperature, the taste. I'd be hard-pressed to find fault with any of it. I've always been more of a coffee man myself, but I have no doubt that I'd be content with a cup of this at my desk each morning. As much as I agree with you, I don't believe we're here to talk about beverages. So, shall we get right to the point? What did you want to discuss with me? I see your sojourn in Liberal has proven most fruitful. Pardon? When we last spoke, you struck me as a bright, flexible young man. And no doubt you still are. But now, I see in you a resilient inner strength, girding those aspects. I'm sure His Majesty will be most delighted with your personal development. Meanwhile, I see you're the same fearless man I've always known you to be. More so, even. That crushing aura about you seems to have only grown with time. It's as if you feed on the resentment of those who live in the territories you annex. Such harsh words, Your Highness. Personally, I prefer the term political unification. Annex can carry such negative connotations, you know. Since the end of the 100 Days' War, our army hasn't committed a single act of aggression. All our unifications have been entirely peaceful. Oh, you're quite right about that. On the surface. Oh? It's amazing how similar the annexation process is every single time it happens. Starts with a small nation or independent state with an array of problems beyond repair. Those problems start to worsen, after which Jaegers and other dangerous elements enter, plunging public order to an all-time low. Desperate for a solution, the local government requests the help of the Imperial Army. Before they know it, they're part of the Empire. Well, it's not as though I can deny what you're saying. Each instance does share certain commonalities. Still, it's to be expected. An inevitable consequence of the age of unchecked growth and progress in which we live. The Imperial Army is simply acting in the Empire's best interests, helping to stabilize our neighbors for the good of the Empire. And it's understandable that they would. I do find myself rather curious why Intelligence Division members are going to such nations with such peculiar frequency. Well, for the problems I described worsen, no less. I won't press as to where you came by such information, as curious as I am. But I will say this. At its most basic level, these actions are about risk management. It's because we've been acting to minimize such risk beforehand that the army has been able to successfully quell each problem in turn. With the small price of earning the disdain of the people in those nations and an increased risk of terrorism in exchange. To tell you the truth, I'm rather astounded that you have the courage to come here to Liberal all on your own to begin with. After all, you made yourself the biggest target for terrorists in all of Erebonia.
Your concern is touching, Your Highness. I would ask that you not trouble yourself with my safety. I employ some very skilled subordinates tasked primarily with eliminating the risk of terrorist attacks against me. Really now? That Lecter is one of those, I assume? A rather peculiar fellow, isn't he? But a very useful one all the same. Working out the scheduling for this trip and taking all the necessary precautions to ward off terrorist threats were both his doing. And thanks to his commendable efforts, I can depart for Crossbell free from worries as soon as I finish my business here. Crossbell? Are you surprised? I'll be participating in a top-secret discussion with a representative of the Crossbell government. Recently, a large amount of funding has been flowing into the country through Republican channels, putting our allies on the defensive. I'd always meant to visit at some point, and this seemed the perfect opportunity. Are you out of your mind? Crossbell is full of enemies and different factions at each other's throats. I hear it's now even a hotbed for terrorists and criminal organizations because of its position as a buffer state. Does that really sound like a place the Erebonian Chancellor should be going, even on an unofficial visit? I'm surprised to hear you advocating caution in the face of potential danger, Your Highness. After all, it was you who flew onto an ancient city, at great risk to your own safety, and returned unharmed after surveying it. Compared to such rousing risk-taking, my visit to Crossbell will be child's play. As I'm sure you're aware, you're regarded as something of a hero back in Erebonia now. To see a hero make a grand return befitting his newly minted legend, and aboard the famous Arcel no less. Naturally, our hero has also taken the time to ensure that every well-known newspaper and magazine are aware of his homecoming too. Oh, I have no doubts that your triumphant arrival will be every bit as glorious as it has played out in your imaginings, Your Highness. Do be sure to capitalize on this chance as best you can to build yourself a firm foothold. I expect great things from you after all. What's up, Hamza? That's one hell of a thing to open up the stream to, for sure. Nani? Scree? Hey, buddy. You haven't changed a bit, huh? Scree. Scree. Really? Sounds like a ton's happened, huh? But it's nice to see you and your master are doing alright. Scree. Lecter? Now this is a reunion. How long has it been since they were in school together? Actually, probably not too long. But, it's been a while since that whole school arc, but I don't think we really learned anything about Lecter in particular, just that he has some sort of supernatural teleporting abilities, basically. I suppose it came from his training to be whatever he is currently serving as. Well, good day to you, Your Highness. I pray I'm not causing any trouble by taking a tour of the castle like this. The view from the stairs certainly is beautiful, isn't it? What happened to you, Lecter? How did you end up working for Chancellor Osborne? I'm sorry, I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. Are you perchance mistaking me for someone else? Your name is Lecter Arundel. You were the student council president at Genis Royal Academy, which you attended before leaving suddenly 2 years ago. So no, I'm not mistaking you for someone else. Ah, but that's where you're wrong. Because my name is actually Terra Rundell. I can totally see how our names could become mixed up. However,
They are scarily close. Still, now you know.
please just call me Lek.
Don't try and joke around with me, Lecter. Do you have any idea how worried all of us were when you just disappeared without a word? You submitted your notice to leave the academy and then were never seen again. Even the otherwise calm Leo let out a cry of anger when he found out. And all Lucy could do was give a sad smile and say, "This is just like him," the whole time with tears in her eyes. Jill and Hans were heartbroken, and so was I. Yet, after all that, after all this time, you finally show yourself, knowing full well that I'm here, and this is how you act? By pretending you're someone else? Lecter!
Sorry, no need for the scary glare. You're still taking things way too seriously. Looks like it'll take more than stepping up as a crown princess to change that part of you.
Oh.
But, you know, seeing you makes me feel kind of relieved. I always figured if someone like you became crown princess, you'd have virtually no freedom to do anything other than work. But from all that's reached my ears, it sounds like you're actually doing alright for yourself. You made some great new friends after I left the academy, didn't you? Nice!
I sure did. Nonetheless, it's thanks to you that I was able to change it all. You were the one who gave me the first push in the right direction. I never got the chance to thank you properly after you left. But all this time, I've always been grateful to you.
Well, consider me honored. Do we get a kiss in return?
You do not. I may feel respect towards you, but nothing romantic.
Ah, that's a bummer. It was me, all taken in by how pretty you'd become, wondering if this could be the start of something downright magical. And what happens instead? My dreams of romance and sweet smoochers are crushed to nothing before they can even begin.
I know you don't mean a word to that, you know.
Damn.
You're looking very sharp yourself, though. It's surprising to see. Every time I've seen you before today, it was in that heavily frayed uniform worn in the most sloppy way imaginable.
I think you'll find I was merely making a fashion statement. That wasn't laziness or sloppishness. Every part of it was carefully calculated and considered to have maximum effect. So, is Lecter over here saying that he was basically dressing up like Shunei from King of Fighters 15? For a reason? It was all carefully calculated.
The scary thing is, I actually believe you. You always seemed as if you cared for nothing but having fun and causing trouble. Yet when it came down to it, you were wise beyond your years. And I've finally seen part of the reason behind that today. I'll ask you again, Lecter. How did you end up working for Chancellor Osborne like this? Just what happened to you between you submitting your notice to leave the academy and now?
Back to this. Do you now? I have to admit, I never imagined that would be the case. On the contrary, I was expecting you to tell me to back off. Oh, adios forbid. What reason would I have to suggest such a thing? After all, at the end of the day, our positions are functionally the same. I'm not sure I understand. Do you not think so? Personally, I find it difficult to believe that you would not harbor some hatred toward Erebonia as it is today. A grand empire clinging to the glories of a bygone era, ruled by the nobility and shackled by meaningless conventions. Am I wrong? People call me the Blood and Iron Chancellor, as though I hold the whole of Erebonia in the palm of my hand. But in reality, my position is far more tenuous. I have supporters and allies in the capital, certainly, but outside its walls, the nobility holds far more sway than any of them. And while it is true I hold a great amount of power in the form of the Imperial Army, even then, I only truly command around 70% of it. The remainder is loyal to the nobility, who also maintain their own private armies. But those factored in, my advantage shrinks substantially. So you see, I'm still very much in the midst of a battle to truly exert control. Which is why you're building railways all over the country to expand your area of influence. And you've been annexing new territory to that same end. As I've long thought, you clearly understand me better than anyone else. That is why I'll say this once again. Work with me, Your Highness. With your support, our nation will be able to bring about real reform faster than ever. The noble faction, bloated with its centuries of decadence, can be stopped before they even have the chance to unify against us. Surely, that's what you desire more than anything. Let me just ask a simple question, Chancellor. What connection do you have with Ouroboros? I'm afraid I'm not quite sure what you're asking. I will say this, however. I'm a firm believer in using every resource at my disposal in the name of achieving reform. That's the way I believe in handling politics. I see. Well, it certainly does seem as though we would see eye to eye in many ways, and that's all the more reason why I am afraid I must refuse your offer. Is that so? Yes. I find it difficult to like the rotten noble faction that exists in the Empire. Or perhaps you're right that hate is the more appropriate word. But my feelings of fear towards your methods are far greater than my feelings of hatred towards the nobles. What you seem to be doing is trying to compel Erebonians with a delusive utopia, to whip them into an enthusiastic frenzy. No doubt by successfully convincing the people, the old guard will fall into the metaphorical firestorm created. And yet by then, the gears will have already begun turning. There will be no satisfying a roused populace with a thirst for revolution. The storm will just keep growing larger and more ravenous, engulfing anything and everything in its wake. You know this, don't you, Chancellor? But of course. After all, that's what I intend to happen. It's the first stage of my reforms. I'd be more than happy to share further details with you if you were to decide to work with me, Your Highness. In the meantime, I wish you well in strengthening your foothold back in the Empire. Of course, if that is your intention, you'll find it a necessity to work with those nobles you so despise. You truly do see through everything, don't you? Well, that sounds like the noon bell. The airship should be arriving shortly. Which means it's time for me to take my leave, I'm afraid. I look forward to seeing you again in the capital in 2 weeks' time. I love Prince Oliver when he gets all smart and elegant. I love the juxtaposition. But I think it was even, like, portrayed back when we first met him. Because I do recall talking about how he spoke in a way where it's like, oh, he seems like an idiot, right? But the way that he carries himself and the way that he speaks and the way his dialogue is written hides that subtext of him actually being, you know, the super intelligent, super aware, very charismatic to the degree of being like, you know, that secret leader, the secret ruler, hiding as like a minstrel, wandering the country, undercover and stuff like that. Which is why we sort of picked that up ever since we met him. It's just really good writing overall for his character. With a few exceptions during certain moments where, you know, anime being anime and whatnot, but we can forget about those. I would legit follow Osborne as the supporter. He's way too charismatic. That's the issue, right? Where politicians in power are usually like that because you kind of vibe with them and what they say, even if what they say isn't actually what they're going to do. So that's why things are the way that they are now. Charisma goes a long way. I take it the discussion is over then. What's wrong? You look awfully tired. Oh, nothing. I'm just feeling awed anew at what a monster I decided to pick a fight with. Seriously. The Chancellor is like a master at his craft. Oopsie, I think it's probably about time for the airship to arrive. Gonna have to stop you there and get going. What? See you, Sieg. Next time I see you, I'll bring you some Marabonian salami as a souvenir, okay? Scream. Wait. Are you planning to just disappear without telling me anything a second time? Yeah, that's kind of what I had planned. Oh, got an important question for you. Did you fall in love with someone else while I was away? Well, with someone. Hit the nail on the head, huh? Aw, that's so cute. First love, right? How's that feel? Heart all aflutter one minute, end of the world the next? Don't you dare start teasing me. In that moment, Princess Claudia over here imagined our boy in a maid uniform. But you're right, though. I did. He rejected me in this very spot not that long ago. Wait, you're joking, right? There's a coincidence I didn't see coming. I'm not so sure about that. It feels like you know everything sometimes. I'm not some kind of all-knowing, all-seeing divinity. After all, I only know what I know. That's what makes the world so interesting to me. Head pat. Oh. I'm happy for you, Chloe. Knowing the pain of lost love's what makes a girl blossom, in my humble opinion. Do you feel like the whole experience lets you get a step closer to the person you want to be? Well... what about you? Do you feel you're getting closer to becoming the person that you want to be? By being at the Chancellor's side? Not really, no. Kinda hard to do that when I don't have a person I want to be to begin with. I'm just sticking with him because it feels like it'll be fun. That's all. I've been doing it since before I joined the Academy, in fact. You have? That prince is proving surprisingly capable, but he still isn't a match for the Chancellor. Tell him to watch his back, alright? So that he doesn't get swallowed up by that monster after he gets tired of dancing. Sayonara. Goodbye, Lecter. And we never saw him again. Does the Chloe Oliver chip work? Probably not, no. I don't think it does. I don't think there's even anything to stand on when it comes to that ship. You could maybe make an argument with Shira and Oliver, but... it's still pretty up in the air with that one. Lecter is a weirdly important character for someone who has only ever existed in optional doors. Kinda true. And we would have missed this entire storyline if we didn't play this game. Richard tried to force that ship? I guess. I don't think it's working, though, honestly.
Thank you all for waiting. The Calabria International Airliner bound for the Principality of Remiferia will be departing momentarily. Please mind your footing when boarding.
We gonna die single? No! No, Chloe, no! I don't think that'll be the case, but we'll see. Unless if somebody in chat is already gonna marry Chloe. I wouldn't be surprised. No heir to the throne if she dies single. I volunteer as tribute. What a noble sacrifice.
So that was the Blood and Iron Chancellor. I can't believe he actually went out of his way to use a civilian airship when he probably has a private one of his own. I'd heard rumors about how out of the ordinary he is, but he lives up to all of them.
He keeps me on my toes, to put it playfully enough.
Him aside, thanks for coming all this way to see me off, Shira. I was lucky I just happened to have business here at the right time. It feels like this is going to be the last chance we get to see one another for a while after all. Rather unfortunate, as my dream is and always was to live away my days in the lap of luxury surrounded by women as beautiful as you. Well, good luck with that. Changing the subject, though, who was the young man at the Chancellor's side? He didn't strike me as your ordinary guy.
Oh, you could tell?
But of course. I'd say I'm used to running into people who are out of the ordinary at this point. We've sure fought enough with them. His name's Elector Arundel. He's the secretary who was sent here by the Imperial government. Apparently, he was the one who planned out all the details of the Chancellor's visit to Liberal. I can't pretend to know much regarding his background, but he's exceptionally skilled at what he does. Actually, I know a little. What? Oh? Is that true? Yes.
We went to the same academy.
Unbelievable.
What is in Japanese? Shinjirarenai.
Then... someone connected to the Chancellor had visited Liberal first. Then he's very likely to have had his own veritable information network established here long before I even came up with the idea.
I think it's safe for us to assume that's the case. Which also means that it's safe to assume he knows every detail about all that's happened here since. From the coup d'etat to the crisis regarding the Aureole. All of it.
This man gets more unbelievable by the minute. He actually gave me a message to pass on to you earlier, too. Watch your back, so you don't get swallowed up by that monster when you get tired of dancing.
He sure knows how to sting where it hurts, doesn't he?
I feel I can see a whole new world of pleasure opening up before my eyes. He should know better. Getting outdone at every turn like this is really not my style. What do you mean? Captain Schwartz? I have a little favor I'd like to ask for when we're in the air.
Imagine we just shoot down a ship. There are innocent civilians on there, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I'm rather impressed with how Prince Albert has come along. No matter how he chooses to act from here on, he will have his uses, to be certain.
You would say that, given that you think of everyone as your pawns.
There is me, the prince, that society. Indeed. And I am much the same. We are but pawns on the vast game board that is the Empire. where a thrill like no other will take place. But it's because you too wish to see how that game plays out that you've chosen to stand with me, is it not? Well, hey, what can I say? Just don't forget that this beast right here might not be loyal forever. And such a betrayal would be perfectly fine by me. Or did you honestly think I never considered the possibility it may happen? Just thought I'd come out and say it. How are the other Iron Bloods doing, by the way? They're all doing very well by the sound of it. At the rate things are going, there's a chance all the prince's efforts will be for naught. Perhaps I ought to hold back on him a little. You sure don't pull any punches, do you? You know something? I wouldn't write him off so easily if I were in your shoes. Nani? Sup? Nani? Heh. What the hell? These look like rose petals?
If you look out the windows on the right-hand side of your airship, you will be able to see the famous high-speed cruiser, the Arcel. We've been informed that it is on its way to the imperial capital of Prince Oliver to the Erebonian Empire on board. But he has also given us a message to relay to all the passengers on board today. I give thanks to Ideas for the good fortune to have been able to meet you today. May your journey be filled with beautiful roses and her blessings. And of course, may your journey to your homes be a safe and pleasant one. That marks the end of his message.
Later, nerd. Damn it. Why is he so stinking cool?
I never thought there was a bigger dumbass in this world than me, and yet here we are.
Very well, debaucherous prince. I look forward to seeing what you can do. Show me how long you can hold out against me.
I don't think Olivia heard that, but sure, bro.
Divine Eye.
Okay, what did it do?
Divine Eye.
Scent, Eagle Eye, Information, Septium Vein, and Luck. Add on more to that, why don't you? And yeah, Scent is that enemies become aware of presence, but like, it gives you everything else on one singular one, and all the Sepith value too. Okay, well, I'll have to think about it. Although, that being said, this is probably a good place for me to save so I can actually go and grind out some levels for my under-leveled characters before next time. And also a good time for me to end stream. But before I leave, though, that was probably the best one that we've seen so far. Best door in-game, 100%. I loved every single thing about that. Olivia's character, kind of peak. The new Chancellor character, peak. I love him in that villain role. I love all the subtext between their conversations. This is what I live for when it comes to media. This is my favorite part of it. And I hope to see more of that in the future when it comes to Trails. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed your time here. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you guys next week, same time, same day, for more Trails in the Sky. Bye-bye. Later, dudes.